Luce has been a marvelous project, a totally new project. It's a project, there are those kinds of things that they may come by once in your lifetime. And if you're there, you jump on the train. If you're not, the train leaves. Over the centuries, wine has always been part of my family. Technically, it's said that I am 30th generation, my kids are 31st generation in the wine business. Luce began because an American family called Mondavi, that they were Italians. They left Italy in 1908 and they went to America. And then they began working with wine and then became wine producers. Robert Mondavi, at one point in his life, he wanted to do something back in Italy. We put together the first vintage, the second vintage, and then when we got to the third vintage, we didn't know yet how to call this wine. We had a beautiful wine in a bottle with no name and no label. And here comes the help of the wife of Robert Mondavi. We were driving towards Montalcino. It was a very cloudy day. There was a thunderstorm, and then it stopped raining, and from the clouds, a beam of light went through, and she said, Luce. And Luce, we gave this beautiful label that comes from the Catholic Church of Santo Spirito, that was built by my family in 1485. And Luce has been historically, from day one, produced in Montalcino. Montalcino is in the center part of Tuscany, really beautiful, maybe one of the nicest places where to produce an important red wine for aging. Consider that in that specific area, there is a very famous wine called Brunello di Montalcino. And Montalcino is part of the appellation. By law, you cannot use the name Montalcino in a wine, even though it's produced in that specific area. Although this is only 1/3, maybe less, 1/4 of the production, so the smallest production is Brunello, and the biggest production is actually Luce. But a good wine is a wine that is able to communicate to you the uniqueness of this location where it's produced. So tonight we are going to have Luce 2013, the Brunello di Luce 2011. For Montalcino, for the Brunello Montalcino, you need at least 5 years before being sold. So the 2012 is going to be on the market next year. The beautiful Lucente, that is the 2014 vintage, and we're looking for a little bit more fruity wine, so a little bit more smooth and rounder and pleasable.